Warning, if you do not like cursing, if you do not like the way I toy review, please do not watch my videos. Because I tried to censor this video as much as I could, but I could not. And so I just looked at him and said, that's exactly what I said.
That's exactly what I said.
What are you looking at?
God, what's up in your pipe?
Jesus, Megatron, what's wrong with you?
I'm mad at the fact that Optimus gets a brand new Earth mode and I don't, and it's pissing me off!
Do you want to tell him, or should I?
The truth is, there's no reason to really get a new body. You're the perfect Megatron. The only reason why Dylan bought Optimus is because, well, he has the Matrix of Leadership. For you to be replaced, you would have to be broke. And I mean really broken.
So you're saying that if I break, I'll have a new body?
Alright, he was killed by Nemesis Prime. Let's just leave it at that.
But Dylan doesn't even have... He was killed by Nemesis Prime.
Correct. Now, you and I are going to... Are you kidding me?
Guys, Dylan here. Welcome back to another toy review, and today we're reviewing the Earthrise Megatron. And this figure is actually pretty good.
One call with a game. I got the game on live. I'm in the spot, you don't mind who you not. Don't waste my time, if you do, you get clocked. One kick from the kid, put his body on wide.
Get into the meat of this action figure. There's a reason why I bought this figure. Number one, I have already bought the Earthrise version of Optimus Prime. Now, originally, I did not think they made an Earthrise Megatron. So I said, okay, they didn't make one, let's move on. But I was excited for it. Because, see, at the time, I already had the Cybertronian versions of Optimus Prime and Megatron. And Optimus Prime, the Cybertronian version, was good, but Megatron was the cop-out. You see, I got this guy at Walmart, like this one, at Walmart, like a very long time ago when it first started out. And the box was basically damaged, and they didn't have any others like this. So I bought it anyway, even though I knew probably something would be wrong with it. Like this loose hand, for instance. As you can see, no matter what I do, it can't tap it! Along with that, I don't know what happened to this figure. But if you can just zoom in there, you can see all the weird, ooky, and gross crap that's on there. I don't know if it's paint or some juice, soda, sticky crap, or whatever this thing is. I don't know. But I kept this figure because it was the only good Megatron I had at the time. Because all my other Megatrons were just Michael Bay stuff. And I do like Michael Bay movies because... Well, no, I don't like the movies. I like the designs. But I needed something that matches with it. So this figure was good for the time, but I needed to replace it. And that's when I found this guy. And I was so pissed, but we'll get into that later. But let's zoom in. The painting and description of this figure is beautiful. It combines that G1-esseness along with the transformation. Now, as we all know, in the G1 shows, Megatron transformed into a gun. But for some dumbass reason, instead of transforming him into a gun and making him cost $50, the same price as Optimus Prime, to make it even, they decided to make him a tank. Again. And this, sadly, was a bad mistake because the other Megatron also transformed into a tank. What were they thinking? Like, did that make sense? Like, who would do that? I don't get that. I don't get that at all. That doesn't make any sense. Laziness of this is just, it just shows. But besides that, because like I said, we're going to get into that later. I don't want to rant for the rest of this episode, or tour review. This figure is actually pretty good. It got the same articulation as the Cybertronian one, but the reason why this action figure is better is because, watch this. The hands actually snap in. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? The hands actually snap in. Yes, love. Like I said, this figure isn't bad, but when you compare it to the Cybertronian one, it's exactly the same. The reason why I like Optimus Prime is because they remade him. They literally took the figure we had from Cybertronian, destroyed it, put it back together, gave us a trailer and the masterpiece of the figure. It was basically a $50 replacement for the masterpiece. But this, it's exactly the same. What's the point of buying a new Megatron if it's exactly the same? Like, come on! The only thing different about it is that it's a little bit taller, it has a different face. That's it! That's it! They're basically the same figure! It's just a little bit taller, has a different chest design, and a different face! Like, that's it! That's it! Like, I can't... Before we get to articulation and transformation, I would like to go for the accessories in it. And the accessory he has is... Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Not parts for shut the fuck up. Literally the exact same thing that the Cybertronian Megatron has, but instead of it being a sword, it's some arm-wearing spike. And the reason why I'm calling this part forming is because of one solid reason. They're both the tank mode. The only difference with the Cybertronian one is that you can pull the blade backwards. With this one, you just flip it around. This thing to Earthrise Starscream. And I'm not gonna deny, they actually look pretty good together. I can't hate a Megatron, but I do hate the laziness of it. Fuck out of here. Anyway, now that we've done that, we're gonna get into the articulation. And if you guys already know, this thing has the exact same articulation as the Cybertronian one, but hey, who cares? Get this back here. First thing first, arms can go up oh Jesus. Arms can go up pretty solid. The hands can move in and come out. Thank God, because the other one was just loose. Alright, now arms can go like this, not full way because of the backpack, but still pretty good. Head can go up, head can go down, swivel. The legs can move nice and soft with a nice little swivel there. Legs can do the same on this side as well. We got, I know this is part of the transformation, but it's a pivot. It's better than nothing. And the arms can also do that. But, that's it. It's the exact same articulation as this thing. And it's not bad articulation, mind you. It's not bad. It's just, like, what is the point of spending $50 on a Earth version of Optimus Prime that has the trailer and the masterpiece and the Matrix of Leadership, but you just pay $40 for a Megatron that is just so. I'll explain my rant at the end, but let's get to the transformation, shall we? We have the oh, wait a minute. It's not complete yet. First, what you gotta do is take off this black piece here, and you just... And then what do you do with this piece? Well, you see here, I actually don't know what I'm supposed to do with this piece. Like, I'm being dead serious. I don't know what to do with this piece. Because the truth is, I did this without looking at the directions. I guessed this entire thing. Why? Because I already have this form, and I have to admit, the Earth form is actually pretty good. Because it is actually pretty good. It really is, because it's just a tank. That's really it. Here's the Cybertronian tank, and here is the Earth tank. But do you see why I'm mad? Because they're basically the same, just with different changes. But that's it. When is the day gonna come where we finally get a good Earthrise Megatron? Because I know that day ain't coming. But I'm waiting for it. All in all, if you didn't get the chance to get the Cybertronian version of Megatron when it first came out, then just get this as a replacement. But if you have the Cybertronian one and it's not defective and broken like mine, do not bother with this one, because it's literally just a cop-out. Now we get to my rant. When you expect us to pay $50 for a freaking Earthrise Optimus Prime with the Matrix of Leadership in a trailer, we expect the same treatment for Megatron. I mean, of course, it's great to spend, less money on a Megatron, but what happened? It's like they give more props to the heroes and less props to the villains. I'm in charge now. I am in charge now. It's just sad. Like, come on. Like, for a Transformer fan, you gotta do better than that. Seriously. I understand you're doing this because of the Netflix series. By the way, don't watch any piece of the Netflix series. It's not what you think. It's awful. It's god awful. All in all, this is a good Transformer. I do like it, but it's the fact that it's so freaking lazy. Wait, I'm getting this mixed up. Megatron is lazy engineering. Rhinox from Beast Wars? That's a low budget. And lazy engineering. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Like this video, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. And I'll be honest with you, I might have overblown this whole thing. Maybe I just feel like they should have gave Megatron more props and just done better. You know what? Forget what I said about the Megatron. Where's my credit card?
Optimus, I have returned in my new Earth body, and I can finally say that I am superior than you! Is it worth it? Was it worth it? Throwing yourself off a computer desk and then getting a body that is basically the same one you had, just with small minor differences, was it worth it? No, it wasn't worth it.
Now hold on a minute, everybody. Now if you pretend the airplanes in the night sky were like shooting stars,
Finish the sentence, Starscream.
Uh-oh.